We've been going all night. The sun's coming up.
So pretty. But why are there so many bubbles here?
Nikki, that Piecey over there is telling a story about bubbles. Let's go listen.
Today, I'm going to tell you a story from Once Upon a Time.
Oh, yay! I love stories written by Once Upon a Time.
Nay, Once Upon a Time isn't the author's name.
It's more like a common story opening.
Whenever Grandma said that, we'd all grab a stool and gather round, eager to listen.
Oh, a new listener. Welcome, welcome. The stories from our Twinkle Tales Club might not be as vibrant as Clown Nose Carson's, but
They are very, very romantic. Just like the name, Twinkle Tales.
Stars twinkle, like punctuation on a fairy tale's pages. What a romantic name. Hello, everyone. I'm Nikki.
And I'm Momo. We can't wait to hear your story.
hello, you two. We Pieces were all born from clothes soaked with strong wishes, and my wish is to tell beautiful and nostalgic stories. Since we have some new guests today, I'll tell a story I've treasured for many, many years. Once upon a time, I had a very close friend. This friend was my most loyal listener and my exclusive accessories supplier. Whenever she went away, she'd always bring back all sorts of beautiful fabrics and trinkets for me. No matter how chaotic the world was, we always arranged fabric, planted thuddy squashes, and counted the stars in the night sky together. But one day, suddenly, she disappeared.
What? Why did she leave you, Miss Twinkle?
Because on that day, she was carried off by a bubble. Perhaps she had a very important mission to find a way for all living creatures to be happy. She floated away on a soft bubble, flying and flying, far, far away. I heard her say, "Farewell, farewell." Then I watched her land on a rainbow-colored island. It was a place without sorrow, where countless clear bubbles floated in the air. I call that place Serenity Island.
Huh? Is that a Puppy Piecey?
Wait, your bell.
Why is he in such a rush? Was he hurrying home?
That's weird. Nikki, it looked like he was staring right at you.
Is he trying to say something to me? Momo, let's follow him. At the very least, we need to return his bell.
Whew, you run way too fast.
Don't be afraid. You need some help?
He said, follow. What do you think it means?
Is it something to do with Serenity Island?
Wow, that's... is that a catapult seal?
It's rainbow-colored. I think he's waiting for us. Does he want us to look at the seal?
Looks like the Puppy Piecey wants the rainbow seal to take us somewhere.
A sky full of bubbles. A rainbow-colored lake.
It's just like the story Twinkle was telling us. I can't believe it really exists.
But where did that Puppy Piecey go?
Looks like there's a village up ahead. Nikki, let's head over there and ask around. So many bubbles!
What a beautiful lake. And the sun is so warm. It feels like all my worries and fatigue just melted away.
What's our goal? To be Bubble Choir conductor. What do we need? Precision and rhythm. And how do we train? When catching bubbles, we must focus. That's not enough. Listen to me. Bubble bloom, flick of the wrist, catches them all. Conduct to the left, conduct to the right, and the wind will carry the tune. Just aim at the bubbles and conduct to win. Here, try those bubbles over there. Whoa, by the rainbow bubble bloom. Are you too?
Hello there. I'm Nikki, a human stylist. and this is my companion.
Not a cat, not a stylist. I'm the one and only Momo.
A living human? I've never seen one before. Fascinating.
Humans have never been to Serenity Island before. This is as headline-worthy as the Bathing Bliss Festival being postponed. I should write this down now.
Bathing Bliss Festival? What's that?
It's the grandest festival on Serenity Island. It only happens when bubble blooms blossom. When they do, bubbles fill the sky, and Piecys line up for a bath. The rainbow spring water washes away all our troubles and stains. There's a bathing contest for the village heads, and the Bubble Choir gives a special performance. Oh, Ash was just practicing for the choir conductor audition. We were helping him rehearse.
That sounds so fun. But didn't you just say the Bathing Bliss Festival was postponed?
Yeah. There's been a recent outbreak of dirty thread disease. To keep everyone safe, the village heads decided to postpone it.
Dirty thread disease? Is that a Piecey sickness? It sounds dangerous.
It's very dangerous. Infected Piecys become dirty and grimy, and they get hallucinations.
Huh? Nikki, that puppy Piecey we saw.
Oh yeah, we saw a Puppy Piecey outside. He had stains all over and was acting strangely. Have you seen him before?
Outside? But we can't leave this place. How could...
You can't leave?
A dirty Puppy Piecey. Haven't seen one of those. All the infected Piecey cases in Soakville are being managed by Tara, the village head. Why not go ask her? She might know the puppy you're looking for. Actually, I need to report to Tara anyway. When I'm done gathering bubbles, I'll head to Soakville and meet you. See you there! Reporting in, Tara. Bubble collection was a success. The bubbles are silky and smooth. Perfect cleansing lotion ingredients.
Well done. Once this old PC retires, you youngsters are...
Come on, Tara. Quit messing around. You've been talking about retiring for years.
Hey, don't be cheeky, Bootsy. If you all didn't insist on nominating me every time, I'd have stepped down ages ago. A human! An actual human!
Nikki, Momo, you're here! This is Tara, head of Soakville and the most formidable scrubbing champ on all of Serenity Island.
Tara, nice to meet you.
Whoa, scrubbing champ? That sounds impressive.
That's right. Back in my prime, no one on Serenity Island could outscrub me. Any PC who entered my bathhouse couldn't leave until their fabric was spotless, their threads smooth, and their colors vibrant. How about this? Why not hand Momo over to me? I'll scrub his front paws, then his back paws, his back, and his belly. Even his little toes and the tip of his tail will be spotless.
Ah, no thanks. I may not be a full cat, but I also really don't like baths.
Tara, you're going to scare our guests like that. Besides, didn't I just tell you? They have something important to ask you.
Yes, you're right. Business first, then. Business. About that Puppy Piecey you've been looking for. I haven't seen him. Normally, all the village's infected PCs are given rainbow spring water therapy, and there haven't been any puppies among them.
Huh? Could he be from that weird group? The ones who refuse to bathe after getting infected? The somethings.
Hey, quit talking nonsense, Bootsy!
Huh? Isn't bathing a major tradition in Soakville? Why would they...
Well, some of those infected PCs have started experiencing hallucinations and causing a bit of a ruckus. It's nothing serious. Don't worry.
That rainbow spring water therapy, is it specially made to cure dirty thread disease?
That's right. Centuries ago, there was a massive outbreak of dirty thread disease. Nearly every resident of Serenity Island fell ill. Thankfully, the Guardian saved us. He left behind 2 nuggets of wisdom, one of which was rainbow spring water therapy.
The Silvergill's gift. the source of the rainbow. Serenity Spring cleanses all contaminants.
Back then, the legendary Serenity Spring flowed with rainbow spring water, curing everyone and restoring peace to Serenity Island.
What an amazing story. So, can we speak to the Pieceys undergoing therapy? Maybe they know that infected Puppy Piecey.
They're still in therapy. Once their fabric is fully restored, I'll definitely let you meet them and ask your questions. Yes. Anyway, my esteemed guests, as the saying goes, even the busiest PC needs a good scrub, and even urgent matters require rest to complete. I've prepared a thuddy squash cabin just for you. Bootsy, you're in charge of showing our guests around Soakville and ensuring they get a proper rest at the cabin.
Leave it to me. Nikki and Momo, you two follow me. You'll have a fun and relaxing time for sure. Everyone in Soakville lives in these thuddy squash cabins. Sit just outside your door, sunbathe, and enjoy a bubble bath. How about it? Sounds relaxing, right? Welcome to the Soakville Bathhouse, our favorite spot to relax and bathe. The bathhouse is run by Granny Bubbles. My friend Murmur works here too. Every time I see rainbow spring water, I think of the Guardian. According to the legend, the Guardian was a Piecey revered by all. He is brave and responsible. But after leaving behind those 2 nuggets of wisdom, no one knows where he went. Only some legends remain. I almost forgot to show you! Look at the highest place in the distance! That's High Stone Tree! There's another village on top of High Stone Tree called Steamville.
Steamville? So there are 2 Piecey villages here.
That's right. I was supposed to take you up there to visit, but recently the path between Soakville and Steamville has had some issues. But it's alright. Hey, Murmur! Over here!
Oopsie.
These are my new friends, Nikki the human and her companion Momo.
Hello there, Murmur.
Hello.
Hang on, how come you're not at the Soakville bathhouse, Murmur?
I had some personal matters, so I took the afternoon off. But don't worry, I put the cleaning brushes in neat rows and filled the cleansing lotion bottles all the way to the top. And you scrubbed every PC nice and clean? Yes! I made sure everything was ready before I left, so I could take off from work for a bit.
Are you okay, Murmur? You're acting strange today.
It's just, I promised Granny Bubbles. I promised her I'd hurry back because the bathhouse has so many guests lately. It needs more rainbow spring water and more hard-working PCs. I'm sorry, Bootsy, Nikki, Momo. I've got to go now. I need to get back to the bathhouse to help Granny Bubbles. Bye. Bye-bye. Have fun.
What in the... Murmur's acting so weird today.
Does Murmur always act like that?
She's completely different. Murmur doesn't normally talk that much, but today she met 2 complete strangers, a human and a Momo, and said over 5 whole sentences.
Murmur's normally a quiet Piecey? That really is surprising.
Yeah, she acted more like her old self just now. She used to always be a bit shy, but was eager to help others. And when she was happy, she would chatter non-stop. But after that thing happened, Murmur has become more and more reserved.
And what was that?
Well, a long time ago, before the Bathing Bliss Festival, there was a cave-in at the Steamville Crystal Salt Cavern. Unfortunately, Murmur was there and got trapped. She was missing for several days. We were all so worried. Luckily, she somehow made it back to the village on her own.
That's good. Thankfully, everything turned out okay.
Yeah, but the experience left Murmur shaken. Afterwards, she started talking about strange things. Everyone was a little put off. But I thought the strange things were fascinating, even if they were just hallucinations. I even asked if I could write them down, so I could turn them into a series of novels. But Murmur hasn't talked much since. Maybe she stopped because nobody believed her stories. After that, Murmur became less cheerful. She often went off alone to the guardian statue, hugging a whistle and staring vacantly. Sometimes she spent all day doing it.
Seems like it had a big impact on her.
Yeah, but it's okay. Murmur was really talkative just now. Maybe that's a sign she's starting to feel herself again. After that incident, Murmur became very interested in all sorts of legends. Stories about the Guardian and humans. Maybe she was excited about seeing a living human for the first time. I'm going to compile the stories you've told me and the Guardian legends I've already collected. Then I'll give them to Murmur. I'm sure that'll make her happy.
Great idea. In that case, let me tell you more stories about humans.
Here we are. This is the Thuddy Squash Cabin Tara prepared for you. She's not big on managing village affairs, but when something needs doing, she's super efficient.
All right, Nikki. We get to stay in a Thuddy Squash cabin.
What a cozy cabin. Thank you, Bootsy, and thank you, Tara.
You're the most special guest Soakville has had in centuries. You can rest here or explore the village as much as you like. Just don't wander too far. Leaving the village might cause problems.
Huh? Is it dangerous outside Soakville?
Well, usually it's super peaceful, but the path leading to Steamville has been broken recently. And there's the dirty thread disease issue. Everyone just thinks it's best to stay cautious. Besides, Serenity Island hasn't always been so harmonious. A long time ago, during the Great Mending Era, there were a lot of injuries. Everyone had to work hard together to mend their terrifying wounds. Then came the dirty thread disease outbreak, which was truly awful. Without the Guardian's wisdom and the Silvergale's protection, I don't know how we would have gotten through it.
I didn't realize Serenity Island had such a tough past. This Guardian seems to be an extremely important Piecey.
Of course! According to the legend, he drove away a massive S-ling that attacked Serenity Island, divided land for the villages, and even hosted the very first Bathing Bliss Festival.
That sounds like one busy Piecey.
Each version of the legend tells the story a little differently. When I was helping Murmur collect the stories, it was a real headache. Regardless of the version, he's always praised for his courage, and all the stories end the same way. After leaving his wisdom, the Guardian just mysteriously vanishes forever.
Earlier, Tara mentioned the Guardian left 2 nuggets of wisdom. What was the other one?
Ahem. The Guardian said, "Never set foot upon the misty peak, nor stir the Silvergale from his sleep." So on Serenity Island, the Misty Peak is strictly off-limits. No one's allowed up there. The elders say it's because the sacred Silvergale lives up there. But some of my friends are in the Piecey Adventure Club. They think it's because there's an S-ling that eats Pieces! Whoa! Did I scare you? Don't worry, it's just a legend. Alright, I've got to help move some bubble essence. That's a super important ingredient for the cleansing lotion. I'll also drop by the bathhouse to check on Murmur. You two get some rest.
Nikki, do you want to look around some more?
I still want to explore a little.
Okay, when you're ready to rest, we can come back here. Nikki, do you want to look around some more?
Momo, let's take a rest. You came to Serenity Island too. Hey, your bell is still... Huh? Wait! Momo, wake up! That strange Puppy Piecey is here. Let's check it out.
Yeah. Where's that Puppy Piecey trying to lead us anyway?
He seems to know this place. He must be native to Serenity Island. But why have no other Pieceys seen him before?
Terra, here again?
Ah, Granny Bubbles. Until the heart of spring is restored, I can't scrub a single Piecey.
Those infected Pieces you sent over are fine, but you're the one stressing every day. Your fabric has gone all rough. Come by the bathhouse sometime for a proper soak.
Once I've sent all our infected Pieces to Steamville, I'll definitely swing by. I'll let Macy handle all the stress for me.
You stubborn Piecey. Worried about everyone, but still acting like you don't want the responsibility. Fine. I'm heading back to prepare for the Bathing Bliss Festival. Once you've sorted these issues, everyone will soak and scrub to their heart's content.
If only the Guardian was still here. Holy cleansing lotion! What? How are you here? I mean, what nice weather tonight.
Sorry, Terra. We weren't trying to eavesdrop. We just happened to be passing by. We overheard you talking about sending the infected Pieces to Steamville. Did something happen?
I can't hide this for much longer. I might as well tell you. The thing is, the Rainbow Spring therapy completely failed.
What?
Granny Bubbles and I just can't work out why the therapy that saved Serenity Island before is completely useless now. We scrubbed and scrubbed the infected Pieces in rainbow spring water. I even used my best scrubbing techniques, but the contamination won't budge, not even a little. I have no choice but to send them to Steamville to try their crystal salt baths. It's made from a super concentrated crystallized essence of rainbow spring water. It just might work.
But the path to Steamville is cut off.
Yes, like a threadbare cloth scrubbed once too hard, a single tear is all it takes. Earlier, when you asked to talk to the infected Pieces, I turned you down because I didn't want you to find out that the therapy wasn't working. I'm sorry for deceiving you.
That's okay. You did your best to keep the village peaceful. Don't worry. We'll definitely find a way to cure the infected Pieces.
We can help.
Ah, such a kind human and noble Momo. But the heart of spring's buds have been tainted with dark essence. We haven't even found the contamination source, let alone figured out how to purify it.
Purify? That's what Nikki does best.
I have a purification ability. Let me try.
Oh, honored guests! You're truly more valuable than aged cleansing lotion and bubbles. If you can resolve this issue, anything that Soakville can possibly offer is yours. I'll give you my title of scrubbing champ.
That's the most valuable thing here?
Such an important title shouldn't be given away so lightly. Don't worry. I, the purifying champ, will definitely solve this contamination problem. Speaking of which, we do have a small request. We ran into that Puppy Piecey again earlier. Have you seen him anywhere?
Huh? Oh, no, I haven't. I asked the infected Pieces for you earlier, and they also said they hadn't seen him. Wherever that puppy came from, it's even harder to figure out than my secret 18 scrubbing techniques.
So strange, but the most important thing now is resolving this Heart of Spring issue.
I'm counting on you. When morning arrives, I'll have Bootsy show you around. Hopefully we can get this all sorted out.
It's getting late. Bootsy probably needs some rest. Let's come back after dawn.
Nikki, Momo, Tara told me everything. You can purify dark essence? That's incredible. It would be great if you could fix the Heart of the Spring. I can't wait to find Auntie Jasmine and the others.
Is that a friend of yours from the village on High Stone Tree? I think it's called...
I remember. It's called Steamville. Steamville and Soakville. I think I figured out the naming strategy. Maybe I'll rename my hometown and say I'm from Nickyville.
Whoa, what an amazing name! How about I include a character from Nickyville in my new novel? Someone with powerful purification skills and a super cool cat-like companion.
Bootsy, do you enjoy writing stories?
That's right. If you ask me what the best thing on Serenity Island is, I'd say it's stories and friends.
So, is your favorite thing sharing stories with your friends?
That's right. Every now and then, my friends and I get together at the Bubbly Tales Club to share all kinds of stories. We planned to meet in Steamville this time with Ash, Murmur, and the others. But then the Heart of the Spring issue came up and it got postponed.
It sounds like such a fun event. What's the story you're preparing?
Da-da-da-da! It's my latest masterpiece, The Monster Who Refused to Bathe, a tale about a Piecey that hates baths.
What a scary name! A Piecey that hates baths. I feel like I've heard that before.
Because I said it before. Actually, I recently heard about a bunch of infected Pieceys that refuse to take Rainbow Spring therapy. They say all kinds of strange things. To avoid bathing, they formed a group and are hiding in the wilderness. Everyone thinks the dirty thread disease is causing them to hallucinate, making them act so oddly. People call them the rinse-free rebels. I've been wanting to ask Tara about them to gather more story material. You two were there last time, remember? But Tara keeps dodging my questions.
Piecey's refusing to bathe. Oh, if the dirty thread disease keeps spreading, who knows how bad it could get. It might even become life-threatening.
Exactly. If we ever find them, we have to convince them to return.
Nikki, we should hurry up and purify the buds of the Heart of Spring.
Yeah, on it. Bootsy, do you know where the buds are?
The Heart of Spring buds are scattered across the wilderness. I'm not sure where they are exactly, but I do have two close friends who know everything about them.
Wow, you're really friends with everyone on Serenity Island.
When you're ready, come find me at the Water Quality Lab. I'll introduce you to them there. Nikki, Momo, these are the water quality monitors of Soakville, senior members of the Piecey Adventure Club, and my good friends, Frank and Stan.
Hello.
Wow, we have guests! A human, a big kitty, a human.
Hello, new friends with so many impressive titles.
You look identical, but you give off completely different vibes.
Huh? We're different? How? I think we're pretty much the same. Aren't we alike, Stan? How are we different?
Frankly, messing around like this just won't stand.
Fine, fine. You never play with me. Nikki, you three will, right? I got lots of stuff from the Rainbow Spring. Scraps of cloth, buttons, patches, hair clips, and scraps of cloth.
Wait, why were there so many things at the spring?
And you said scraps of cloth twice.
All right, Frank. Normally I'd totally play with you, but today we've got important things to do. Nikki wants to know where the contaminated buds are. She can help purify them.
Purify them? Great! It's spread to 4 places. By the Guardian statue, in the old ruins, the Bubble Bloom field, and the brewing workshop. The order doesn't matter, and neither does the severity.
Order? Severity?
Sorry. Since I became a water quality monitor, I've never encountered a problem this big. The buds are contaminated, the heart of spring is weak, and the paths are cut off.
The buds are on stone trees. Stone trees are tall. Taller than humans. Much, much taller.
What?
Oh, are you saying the buds are high up on the stone trees? Pieces can float up, but it's hard for humans to reach them, right?
Exactly. The stone trees in the wilderness are much taller than those around Soakville. Even we Piecey struggle to float up there.
If floating isn't an option, then...
Spring blooms, of course. We can, whoosh, fly right up there with those.
I see. Follow me. There are many small spring blooms growing on the heart of spring's roots. When awakened, they shoot small water spouts, similar to those from the heart of spring itself. Master riding the spring bloom water spouts and you'll be able to reach higher places and move around the wilderness much easier.
Whoosh! Plop! That plop. It wouldn't happen to be the sound of us falling, would it?
No wonder you're a senior explorer in the PC Adventure Club, Frank. You really know your way around the wilderness.
Thank you. Now that we know this, I'll be able to purify those buds in no time.
Be careful out there. Stay safe.
Nikki, have you figured out how to use the spring blooms to get around?
Yeah, I can acquire a Spring Bloom Awakening outfit, and then use their water sprouts to reach the buds way up high.
Spring Bloom Awakening outfit is good to go! Now we can move around much more easily. Let's head to the first contaminated bud. tough. Nikki, try hitting those little rocks on its body.
This statue! Is this the guardian that Bootsy and the others mentioned?
Everyone in Soakville admired him. I wonder what kind of past he had, and where he wound up.
Nikki, look! So many notes have been left near the statue. Are they from the Soakville villagers? Just a little contamination. Piece of cake. Let's go find the next one.
Broken buildings. They've been abandoned for a long time, but you can still see traces of humans who lived here.
Nikki, over there! Are those traces from a battle?
Serenity Island. What happened here?
Look! There's a Piecey surrounded by Esslings! Nikki, let's go help him. So tough! Nikki, try hitting those little rocks on its butt! Just a little contamination. Piece of cake. Let's go find the next one. Oh, wow! Humans live here in the old ruins? What a groundbreaking discovery! Humans can purify Esslings and are accompanied by round, chubby creatures. When I get back, I'll publish this adventure log, and then I'll definitely become the star of the Piecey Adventure Club. Would you mind coming with me, human?
We don't live here, but I am a human. My name is Nikki, and this is Momo. We're here to purify the contaminated buds.
Ah, I see. Looks like asking Granny Bubbles for leave from the bathhouse was a waste.
Huh? Do you also work at the Soakville bathhouse?
Don't remind this great explorer about that boring job. All I did was scrub, day after day. Even my signature move, the Freddy Vortex, only Tara was willing to try it. I grabbed her buttons and did a whopping dry spin. But Tara seemed busy nowadays and rarely comes to bathe. Boring job like that doesn't deserve the cool title of Soakville Spin Dry Specialist. It's just as misleading as the PC Adventure Rankings.
The PC Adventure Rankings? What's that?
Huh? You don't know? It's the classic rankings from the PC Adventure Club. It ranks all the places worth exploring on Serenity Island by difficulty level. The old ruins are clearly marked as beginner level, so why are there so many Eslings here? The rankings are flawed. I'll file a complaint. A formal complaint.
We heard the bud contamination only started recently. The Eslings probably weren't here before.
Oh, I see. I knew it couldn't be my fault. I'd never fail a beginner level challenge. It was all just a mix-up.
A great explorer? More like a great excuse maker.
Once I've completed every challenge on the rankings, except the top difficulty, no PCs or cats will be able to question my status.
So, where is the top difficulty location?
That would be the legendary Forbidden Zone, Misty Peak. Never set foot upon the Misty Peak, nor stir the Silver Gale from his...
I remember Bootsy saying this. The Guardian's second nugget of wisdom warns all PCs not to disturb the Silvergale's sweet dream.
Never set foot upon the Misty Peak, nor stir the Silvergale from his sleep. You really need to get that rhythm right.
Yes. Anyway, no PCs know the way to Misty Peak. Maybe some did, but they never came back down. While I, Freddy, am fearless, I wouldn't dare think about going up Misty Peak. Only a foolish little PC like Murmur would make such bold claims.
Murmur said she's been to Misty Peak?
Murmur doesn't seem like one to exaggerate.
I don't believe it. If Murmur really completed the top difficulty challenge, why stay at the bathhouse listening to Granny Bubbles and doing boring chores? If it were me, I'd already be a golden explorer and lead the entire PC Adventure Club. Anyway, today's adventure ends here. There are countless PCs waiting for me to wring them dry back home. It could be that this is the life a destined great explorer must face. Human, thank you for your help today. Farewell!
Nikki, let's stay in the shallow water. This thing's so tough! Nikki, try hitting those little rocks on its body! Just a little contamination. Piece of cake. Let's go find the next one. Nikki, Momo and the others are in danger. Time for you to step in.
One and only precious cleansing lotion! You're more agile than Bubbles and braver than Terra at bath time. Serenity Island's first ever bottle of 8-in-1 cleansing lotion must go to you.
That's great! And the bud has recovered too. Nikki, thank you.
No need to thank me. But the contamination was so bad here. Why did you risk coming?
It's my fault. I was in the final stages of perfecting my 8-in-1 cleansing lotion. Just a tiny bit more and it would have been complete. Then, suddenly, a flash of inspiration hit me. I came up with the perfect solution, adding a bit of juice from the roots of spring blooms.
Can that even be used as a cleansing lotion ingredient?
It was my passionate intuition as a gold tier ace brewmaster. But those Esligs were so greedy. I barely took the tiniest bit of untainted juice, and they immediately zeroed in on me. Ugh, so frustrating! Then, as luck would have it, Murmur and Nikki appeared here as if by fate, shielding me heroically.
That's so cool. Wait, Lulu. Why do you look like you're contaminated?
Huh? I do feel a bit different.
Oh no, did you get too close to the contaminated buds?
Don't worry, I'll take you to the bathhouse and rinse it off with rainbow spring water right now.
Wait. Murmur, the rainbow spring water therapy isn't working.
What?
No way! This batch of 8-in-1 cleansing lotion is for Terra! She said it was to help the rainbow spring water therapy!
Terra didn't share this with everyone to avoid causing panic. But it's fine. She's planning to take everyone to Steamville for treatment. There's gotta be a solution. Also, Terra entrusted us with purifying the buds. She hopes we can fix the heart of spring and repair the route between the two villages.
This is really bad. Worse than being good at something you don't like. Worse than waiting for someone who will never come back. I have to go. I'll pack up my cleansing lotion and go find Tara. No matter what happens, she can't skip out on paying for the order.
No wonder. That must be why Tara and Granny Bubbles are spending so much time together, having conversations in secret. Granny also blocked off the Thuddy Squash cabin where the infected Piecys are. She even personally delivers the brushes and bubble bath balls. Nikki, did Tara mention what to do if the Piecys of Steamville can't find a solution either?
Sorry, Murmur. And I don't know either. Look, we've already resolved the bud contamination problem. There must be a way to cure the dirty thread disease, too.
Nikki, I trust you. I'd like you to come somewhere with me. I have something very, very important to tell you. Please, you have to come.
All 4 buds are purified! Nikki, Murmur seems very worried. Let's find her first before heading to the heart of spring.
Murmur, the Piecys here are...
Nikki, Momo, thank you for coming. Everyone here is a friend of mine. They're all Piecys who refuse to take baths.
The rinse-free rebels?
Seems you've already heard about them.
But why are they refusing therapy? Doesn't dirty thread disease terrify everyone on Serenity Island?
Because there are things they don't want to forget. Did you know dirty thread disease can cause hallucinations?
I think I heard Bootsy and Ash talking about it before. The affected Piecys would say some really odd things.
Right. The villagers dismiss them as mere hallucinations, but the rinse-free rebels believe they're glimpses of past memories resurfacing from the illness. They refuse the treatment because they don't want to lose those memories. They just want to remember more. Even just a little more. That's why they ran away.
You believe them, don't you?
Yes. I believe they are memories from a long, long time ago. I just don't know why we've all forgotten. They don't want to forget, and I just really want to help them. That's why I use my position at the bathhouse to help them escape and hide here temporarily.
Wait, so the last time we ran into you, was that because...
Yeah, I took leave to help relocate a new infected Piecey. I feel so much guilt toward Granny Bubbles and Tara. Now that the rainbow spring water therapy has failed, we have to take everyone to Steamville to find a new cure. Nikki, you're the human Tara entrusted with this task, and you can purify Esslings, just like the Guardian. Can you help try to persuade everyone? I'm afraid if we put it off more, it'll be too late.
I see. I'll try talking to everyone.
Flying high. It turns out that I moved along with the wind, gathering everyone's words in my heart.
Flying. Like bubbles flying high up into the air? How did you know? I love flying through the air with the bubbles. It's because of this that everyone calls me High Flying Hannah. As I fly through the air, the breeze feels refreshing. The bubbles are so clear. And if there's another Piecey chatting with me, it's perfect. What do you enjoy about chatting while floating? When I float, I'm either focusing on where to land or admiring the view, so I don't really think of talking.
I didn't always know either. I just felt that without the sound of talking, it was too quiet. It felt so empty and lonely. But now I understand. It's because I used to live on the window of a family's home, listening to all their secrets and stories. The mother of that family had a loud, lively voice. She loved talking about her sister, the village patrol officer, who always carried a wrench and a hoe to help keep the village peaceful. That wrench was borrowed from their house, and it was the mother's proudest story to tell. The father was quiet and reserved, but he was amazing at sewing. Their child had a bow tie cat that loved to use me as a scratching post, and the father would carefully mend my threads.
What a loving family.
So, you were once a set of curtains, weren't you?
That's right. Yes. It was only after getting this illness that I remembered my past. How the sun made me feel warm and cozy. How the rain soaked me through. Year after year, that family always wished for peace and happiness. It turns out that's why I was brought into existence. Now, every time I flutter and fly, thinking about them fills me with such joy. But if your condition worsens, you won't be able to float as freely as you did.
My body does feel heavier, and I have less and less energy. It's like I'm constantly trapped in a foggy day.
Right. And if you lose the ability to float, those floating memories might also fade away over time.
Maybe it's time to return to Soakville. Only by washing away the stains can I live more lightly.
Great. When everyone's ready, we'll go back together. I look forward to when you can fly freely and enjoy the beauty of life again.
Raise a puppy. I want to raise a puppy.
Huh? A puppy on Serenity Island? Do you mean that Puppy Piecey?
Piecey? No, I mean an actual puppy. A fluffy one, the kind you won't find around here. A human? And a big cat? Are you from somewhere else? I'm Fuzzball. Would you be able to get me a puppy?
But all the puppies we've seen out there already have owners. It might not be possible to get you one.
They've all got owners. That's nice. A puppy with an owner, and an owner with a puppy. I used to have a puppy too. It's only after I got sick, then my memory came back. It was a big, super fluffy one, with large, floppy ears and huge, round eyes that would constantly gaze adoringly at Grandma and me.
Did that happen on Serenity Island?
Maybe. Maybe not. I can't remember clearly. But I know back then, I wasn't like I am now. I didn't have bubble blooms, bath brushes, or stones. I only raised that puppy. I loved it the most, and it loved me the most. Every morning, when the sun was warm, I'd sit by the window while Grandma went to check the crops, watching the puppy roll around. It smelled even better than wheat waving in the summer sun.
It was a beautiful time. And I bet time seemed to pass slowly back then.
Slowly like it would never end. But then it grew old and stopped rolling around, and Grandma didn't have the energy to check the fields anymore. And turns out, childhood changes.
Yes, the people we love grow old. The meals they cook get saltier. No one tends to the crops or flowers, and winter gets colder. The muddy stone paths turn into hard gray roads.
I miss them. But I can't remember the later parts. But I know I want to raise a puppy again. Just like I did back then.
Then you need to get the dirty thread disease treatment. If it gets worse, how can you take care of a puppy?
Yeah, that's right. Taking care of a pet takes a lot of effort. Even if I'm not a cat, I still have grooming and barbecue needs. You can't keep a pet if you're not healthy.
Oh, you're right. I have to put effort into washing, brushing, and drying every day to keep my pet stone healthy. After I got sick, I couldn't take care of it properly. But I'm afraid that if I wash in the rainbow spring water, I'll forget my puppy again.
I know. You can draw your puppy now, and then you won't forget.
Oh, that's a great idea. And I have to get healthy first before I can take care of a puppy.
Yes. Once everything's ready, we'll go back to the village together.
Mommy.
Hoo-hoo.
Hoo-hoo. Yes, my name is Hoo-hoo. But do you know why my name is Hoo-hoo?
Is it because you like owls? Hoo-hoo. Hoo-hoo. That's the sound an owl makes.
No, it's really not. At first, I thought that was the reason too. A long, long time ago, when I woke up on the island along with everyone else, I heard a voice saying, hoo-hoo, hoo-hoo. So I decided to call myself Hoo-hoo. Recently, I got really sick. I became super dirty and I was feeling bad all the time. But then I remembered something important. Something very important. It was my mommy that always said, hoo-hoo, hoo-hoo.
So why did she say it?
It's because I'm very afraid of pain. Every time I got hurt, scratched, or cried out in pain, my mommy would comfort me and say, "It's okay. Let me blow on the wound and you'll be fine. Hoo-hoo."
And it worked? Your mother's comfort sounds very effective.
Yes, super effective. When I don't feel well nowadays, I also do that to myself, and it makes me feel much better.
Why don't you go back to Soakville to get treated? Tara and Granny Bubbles must have ways to relieve your pain.
No! I'm afraid if I stop feeling the pain, I might forget all about my mommy. I can still remember a little bit of her. If it hurts a little longer, maybe I'll remember more about her. What does my mommy look like? Where did she go? I really want to know.
But your mother wouldn't want you to be in pain all the time, right?
That's true. My mommy cares about me more than anything. Sometimes when she's comforting me, she's so worried she almost cries.
Right. If you keep enduring the pain just to remember her, she would get even more worried. Your mother would probably cry.
No,
I don't want to upset her. I need to find a way to stop the pain.
Yes. And then, I'll help you remember your mother. That way, even if you forget, I'll remind you. Once everyone is ready, let's go back to the village together, okay? Tara will take everyone in for treatment, and when you're no longer in pain, your mother can stop worrying.
Of course. Thank you, Nikki. I'll be really good. That way Mommy doesn't have to worry at all.
Nikki, thanks to you, everyone has agreed to go back to the village for treatment. It's great.
No problem. Don't worry too much, Murmur. As long as we get everyone to Steamville in time, everything will be fine.
It's all my fault. I shouldn't have taken control and hidden everyone here. I thought once everyone remembered enough, there'd still be time for a proper bath. I even prepared bathing brushes and cleansing lotion. I just wanted to help. But I never expected the rainbow spring water therapy to stop working. If we had waited until everyone's symptoms got worse, it would have been too late. It's all my fault. I was overconfident.
Although it was wrong to hide it from Tara and Granny Bubbles, no one could have known that the rainbow spring water therapy would fail. You've been taking care of them, and even prepared lots of emergency bathing supplies. It's clear you've thought things through and are trying to protect everyone.
Thank you, Nikki. I just believe so strongly that what they said aren't hallucinations, but real memories. Maybe being close to contamination helps us remember the past. Just like how I did before.
Is it about the collapse of the Crystal Salt Cavern? I heard Bootsy mention that you were scared.
Yeah. Back when it happened, I got lost and ended up in a place full of Esslings. I ran and ran, stumbling all the way, and finally made it back to the village. When I woke up, everything was different. Not the village, not the Serenity Island. It was me. I was different.
Did you remember something? Like they did?
Yes. I remembered some images. Some fragments. A mended piece of clothing. A beautiful ornament. A warm embrace. And a group of very, very important people. Wait, that wasn't how it all began.
Then what did happen at the start?
At first, I was in great pain. I was exhausted and heartbroken, all alone, and walking on a rugged road. Along the way, there was war, fire, and terrifying Esslings. It was so scary, but I pretended that I wasn't scared at all. I was carrying a heavy bag, almost unable to move.
Murmur? Are you alright?
I'm fine. Back then, I was found by some people, and I felt so warm. Or maybe I found them? I just knew that I could finally rest. I was so tired. I cried my heart out, and as I cried, I fell asleep. I'm sorry, what I'm saying must sound so strange.
Maybe a little. But these images must be very important to you. That's why you want to help the Rince-Free rebels who had similar experiences.
Right. But what's different is, I didn't get the dirty thread disease back then. And since the great outbreak of the disease on Serenity Island, no one else has been affected by it. Until recently.
That is strange. And no one knows the source of the disease.
Once the Heart of Spring is restored, I'll go to Steamville with everyone to help take care of them. And I'll also try to investigate the disease.
That's a great idea!
I've already purified the 4 contaminated buds, so the Heart of Spring should be restored soon.
That's great. I'll go apologize to Tara now and tell her about the rinse-free rebels. Thank you, Nikki. See you later.
Nikki, you should be village head. The heart of spring's water is replenishing.
That's great! Oh, by the way, Tara, the rinse-free rebels...
Don't worry, Murmur already told me. Fortunately, thanks to your help, those Pieceys are cooperating now.
I can't believe that Murmur had such a big secret and didn't tell me.
I think it's just that Murmur didn't want to burden you.
I know. I'm not angry with Murmur. I just feel bad for her. She's always helping everyone, but rarely shares her own feelings. She carries her burdens on her own.
As elders, this is our fault. Back in the day, we were too hard on that silly little Piecey. It must have left a psychological scar. And now that she finally found other Pieceys to relate to, of course she'd want to help them too. It makes perfect sense.
But after all, those things are just hallucinations caused by shock. Silly Murmur. So stubborn.
Murmur did tell me a lot about the visions she saw. I understand. It's hard for her to willingly forget.
You're not from around here, so whatever your thoughts are about it, it doesn't bother me. But for Murmur, as a native of Serenity Island, for her to claim this isn't our home...
Does Murmur think that Serenity Island isn't home to you all?
Murmur used to say that the places she saw in those visions were different from Serenity Island. No bubble blooms, no rainbow seals.
Murmur would just hold that whistle and stare blankly at the Guardian's words. Serenity Island, home.
Having conflicting thoughts to her entire community. That feeling must be really tough.
All right. The Heart of Spring restoration is great news, and the rinse-free rebel situation is resolved. No need to be so down.
Bootsy, haven't you been wanting to take the Bubbly Tales Club to Steamville? Now we can set off right away.
Yeah.
Granny Bubbles, the Bathing Bliss Festival you love is just around the corner. What are you looking forward to?
I bet you're looking forward to showing off your skills.
Yeah, being Bubble Ambassador for this Bathing Bliss Festival was something I worked so hard to snatch from Macy. How could I not look forward to it? But... Nikki, I have a favor to ask. If you agree, I'd be happy to pass on this title to you.
Tara? Please, go ahead.
The bud contamination issue has been resolved, but the dirty thread disease resurfaced overnight, and we still haven't pinpointed the source. I can't rest easy knowing it's still a threat. Thankfully, you're here now. Maybe it's the blessing of the Silver Gale or the guidance of the Guardian. Either way, having someone with purification abilities like you is exactly what we need. Can I ask for you to help by investigating the source of the contamination?
Leave it to us. For the sake of everyone in Soakville, we'll find the source of the contamination and put an end to this disease once and for all.
The dirty thread disease must not be spread again!
But I do have a small favor to ask. Could you keep an eye out for that Puppy Piecey? I need to return his bell.
No problem. I'll make sure to search all over Soakville for you. I've been thinking about the contamination source. Our village doesn't seem to have any clues, so we'll have to trouble you to go to Steamville. Their village head, Macy, might know something.
The heart of spring is ready.
Nikki, go wake it up. Follow this path, and you'll reach Steamville. The Silver Gale will protect you.